Week 13, electric football. We've got a delivery coming in about 5 minutes, so we're going to knock this the hell out. Go, Stu.
All right. Saints, Cowboys. Saints are on a roll. Number 5 offense is going to be very tough for the Cowboys to stop. The boys' passing game can't keep up with the Saints. I am taking the Saints.
Very few passing games can keep up with the Saints. Look at the efficiency of Drew Brees last week. He threw for what, 174, but it's 4 touchdowns. Crazy. MVP year. God bless him. Love that little Drew Brees. I'm taking a lot of road teams this time because we've got Ravens at Falcons, and I am going. I'm going Ravens in this.
Bird fight.
Thank you.
Yeah, I wrote it, but I can't read it.
Lamar Jackson has been impressive. He's not going to be the pocket passer, the accurate pinpoint guy yet, but he may develop into that. But he's 2-0 as a starter, and he's going against the Falcons team that the only thing they have going for him this year is Julio Jones' yardage totals.
Yeah.
Give me the Ravens in this one pretty easy.
Yeah, it's a horrible Atlanta defense and the number 1 defense of the Ravens. The Falcons they got to win one, right? I'm taking a home team on a pure upset week.
Total whim. Gotcha.
Yep.
Carolina at the Bucks, and boy, Carolina let one slip away.
Oh,
Gano misses, and then Russell Wilson takes him down the field. McCaffrey had a hell of a day. Just, catching the ball, running the ball. Oh, probably the most impressive I've seen McCaffrey play. And having watched that whole game, I was actually very impressed by Carolina until they managed to blow it. So I'm going to take them over the Bucks here.
Yeah, I'm taking the Cats as well. They won the first meeting against Tampa, and although Tampa Bay has a pretty good offense, Panthers have a better defense. Panthers.
There you go. Chicago at New York. And talking about another team that let one slip away, the Giants really had one there and let it go.
Yep.
Question about Trubisky. Right now he's doubtful or questionable. I'm not sure which. It's only Tuesday morning. But I like the Bears defense to just run roughshod over the Giants. The Giants are showing the kind of team that you blow. Good teams win that game.
Yeah.
Good teams close that game out. They had that game to close out. And Chicago is going to take the division this week. This is going to be the week where Chicago goes, okay, we are an elite defense. We can get by without our quarterback at 100% or without our quarterback against this team. Giants' only hope is Saquon Barkley right now.
Yeah, Chase Daniel had a pretty good game subbing for Trubisky, and if he does again, I expect kind of the same outcome. The strength is the Bears' defense, and as much as I love Eli, that second quarter interception last week was so ill-advised, throwing into the coverage that he threw into. I'm taking the Bears.
Okay, we got Bills at Dolphins. Go, Stu.
All right, well, if Gase wasn't a pussy in the fourth quarter,
okay.
We never took a shot down the field. We were up 10 with 13 minutes left to play. Gase went all conservative. I don't expect him to do anything different here, but the Bills are terrible. They really are horrible, and even though they won last week, I just don't see Miami winning this one at home. If Miami plays for 4 quarters, I'm taking the Dolphins.
Oh, wow. Okay, because I'm taking the Bills. I thought Josh Allen showed something there. He's starting to feel a little more comfortable, allowing his athleticism to show. I actually like the Bills in this one.
All right.
Colts at Jaguars. Leonard Fournette may be out because he's
suspended.
He's the only Jaguar with any fight left in him, evidently. So him and Shaq Lawson went all fisted-cuffies, but they're both wearing helmets. Well, Fournette was wearing a helmet for most of it.
Yeah.
Anyway, they have to be the most disappointing team this year, Jacksonville. Bortles is back on the bench. His career as a Jaguar would appear to be pretty much over. Luck is on the ascension. Yeah. They finally got him an offensive line. He's got weapons, and it's working. I'm taking the Colts.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, it's road team central. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm taking the Colts, too, here. I mean, Luck played a hell of a game against Miami once again. I mean, he's breaking records with 3 touchdowns a game. The Jags are starting Cody Kessler. I don't think that helps. I think the Colts duplicate and win the second match of the season.
There you go. Browns at the Texans. And I got the Browns right last week. And Baker Mayfield evidently woke up feeling dangerous and then got a little saucy with talking about...
handing the ball to Hugh.
Yeah. I mean, this is, they're actually embarrassing their old coach and talking junk about him, which is kind of, classless. It's nice to see Watt staying healthy and being the wrecking ball that he is. It's nice to see Watson staying healthy. I thought Merciless was going to get hurt on a meaningless play at the end of that game. I'm sorry, but you got to get your premier players off the field when you've got it wrapped up.
Yeah.
I don't, a minute 25 left and you're up 14, 17. get him off the field.
Yeah.
Jesus. Not that I'm a big Bill O'Brien fan or anything like that, but it is nice to see the Texans playing well. 8 in a row, make it 9 against the Browns.
Yeah, tough to go against a team that has 8 in a row. They're confident. They're playing well. Lamar Miller with a burst of 97 yards for a touchdown yesterday. I am taking the Texans as well.
Yeah, Lamar Miller has 2 of those runs. There's Chris Johnson, Amon Green. There's a couple guys that have gone twice for over 90.
Yeah,
Be
one,
nice-
one was a Dolphin.
Oh, yeah? Who was?
Lamar Miller.
Oh, he was a Dolphin then?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. I didn't know it. So what do we got? We got Broncos at Bengals. When I watched all of the Broncos, I watched a lot of football. Kid was sick.
Finally.
Kid was sick on Sunday. I got to watch an awful lot of football in between him puking. So where am I going with this?
I don't know.
I like Keenum over Dalton. I think the Bengals clearly have to blow it all up this year. I think they've clearly thrown in the towel. Give me the Broncos. I'm road team central.
Well,
Give
you'll
me
be
the
even
Broncos.
happier to know that Dalton's on the injured reserve now.
Oh, I missed that.
Yep,
Sorry.
so they're going with Jeff Driscoll, who might as well be Eddie Haskell in this game. I am taking the Broncos.
There we go. Rams at Lions, and the Lions blow it again. There were some really bad late interceptions last week, and Stafford's is among the best of them. But you've got a well-rested Rams team. They were supposed to be coming back from Mexico City. Instead, they're coming back from Los Angeles. I mean, this is a team that is ready to dominate, and you won't need a Stafford pick late because Aaron Donald is going to blow him up. He'll probably go for 3 sacks. Give me the Rams.
Yeah,
Easy.
this is a blowout. I'm taking the Rams.
All right, Cardinals at Green Bay. And of course, I watched all of that one. And Aaron Rodgers missed a pass. And we're all like, oh, my God, he missed a pass. He's not going to miss many against the Cardinals secondary. If the Packers have any hope at all, they win this game in a rout. So,
Yeah, and he was doubting his, hey, old guys get old and I may not be throwing as well. Shut up, Aaron. You're throwing perfectly fine. Packers by a lot.
he missed a pass. And,
Yeah.
he doesn't have the greatest wide receivers out there.
Right.
It doesn't matter this week.
Nope, not at all.
Speaking of not mattering, KC at the Raiders, and this one's going to be one where they put up like 60, 70. I'm sorry, I'll rant again really quickly. There's a problem in the NFL when Phillip Rivers is going 25 for 25 and Mariota's going 19 in a row or whatever the hell he did last night. You got to allow some defense. There has to be some rule changes made. It used to be when there was a 2-minute drive, you were like, "Ooh, are they going to make it?" Now it's like, "What are they going to score? Are they going to when are they going to score? Are they going to leave 40 seconds left for the other team to come right
Not
back
Miami.
down?"
You just know you're giving up.
No, but you know what I'm saying. It really has changed where you go, okay, they're down 6, there's a minute 53, and they're at their 15. You go, they're going to score.
Yeah.
Are they going to leave too much time for the other team?
And you don't need a Brady or a Rodgers anymore to do that.
No.
I mean, any quarterbacks getting the receivers off the line without being touched, and as soon as they are touched, there's a flag, and you're 15 yards down the field.
Yeah, so KC could go for 60 in this one.
Yeah, this is not close.
I'm sorry, but that's not the kind of game. I don't want to see a 60 to 12 game.
Yeah. Gruden's going to go like this all day long.
Jets.
Run past
Oh,
him.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Chiefs.
Yes. Got anything to add to that, or just
He's
Chiefs?
going to have a crook neck.
Okay, just that quick. Gruden's going to snap his neck, watching Tyreek Hill.
He'll
go
be a
streaking
bobblehead
by.
doll alive.
Nice. Jets at Titans, and this one's pretty easy. I mean, the Mariota, how to do it? The Jets played well. The Titans have not played up to what I think they can do, but against the Jets, I believe that they will be able to run the ball fairly easily. Mariota will be efficient again, and they will win this game.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue that. They're the better team on paper, and they'll be the better team on the field. I'm taking the Titans.
So San Francisco at Seahawks, and I think you got me right last week. I was still riding the Mullen thing. That seems to have died after one game.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson was very impressive at the end of that game, bringing them down as you knew he would, 5 for 5 or whatever the hell he was. The Seahawks have turned into a much better team than they started this season as, and I like them to win this game fairly easily.
Yeah, Wilson. Wilson does what Wilson does every year. Even though the team around him isn't fantastic, he makes plays out of stuff that isn't happening on the field. His legs, he just gets 30-yard runs here and there that keep the drive alive, and they win. I'm taking Seattle.
Oh yeah, can you imagine what Seattle would have been the last 2 years without him?
No.
Forget it.
Yeah.
What do we got? My Vikes
Your boys.
at the Patriots. And yeah, we had a good win on Sunday. We controlled that game. Xavier Rhodes' hamstring is supposed to be mild. It's Tuesday, like I said, so there's a chance he'll be on the field. But the Patriots are at full strength, And, Gronkowski catching 34 or 40-yard touchdown passes is a scary thing. I don't think we match up well with Edelman or Gronkowski. I don't think we have the linebackers to stay with White. I think we're in a lot of trouble, especially, the Pats need this one.
Hmm.
They're on the road. I mean, we're on the road.
Yeah.
We haven't had the kind of impressive wins against good teams this year that tells me we can make that trip and win it. I take the Patriots, and I take them by about 10.
Yeah, it's a winnable game for Minnesota. I mean,
In theory, yeah.
Yeah, the Patriots aren't the Patriots of old, but Minnesota would have to make 0 mistakes during this game. And this is the team that makes everybody make a stupid mistake. It's psychological sometimes, where, in the Super Bowls, the Falcons and the Seahawks thought they were smarter than Belichick, and you're not. The Vikings have to play the best game they've played this year, I think, to win this game. I think it's winnable for them, but I am taking the Patriots. They're home.
Yeah, no, it's not a blowout, but we just the Patriots win over the Chiefs. That's an impressive win that you can hang your hat on for a lot of the season and go, we took on one of the best teams out there and we beat them. And of course, the Stu conspiracy theory, all those games happen to be in New England.
Always.
As this one. Chargers Steelers, probably the best game of the week.
Man,
I got to tell you, Melvin Gordon tore an ACL.
Yeah, he's iffy.
Yeah, so
Not tore, it's pulled or
strained. Excuse me, but that's a big blow to the Chargers. On the flip side, you've got a passing game that connected on every single pass, and then you've got Ben Roethlisberger at the end of the game. I think last week I may have even said he was going to do this, and he did this. Talk about the worst late interception. It's like a 3-yard pass to win the freaking game, and he tried to throw it through not one but 2 Broncos. It was picked off. They were lined up to pick it off. It was like, I got it.
They were out of smoke while they were waiting for it.
Yeah, you couldn't see the Steeler, and yet Roethlisberger tried to throw like a touch pass to him. It was a ridiculously bad pick, and it's the kind of mistake that makes me think the Chargers can win and will win this game.
Yeah, I'm taking the Chargers too. It's a huge game. This kid Justin Jackson's going to take Melvin Gordon's place. There is a guy ahead of him, but all fingers are pointing at Justin Jackson, this kid out of Northwestern. I looked a little bit up about him. He had a pretty impressive career at Northwestern. Granted, it's Northwestern.
Right.
But with this Chargers team that is connecting on every pass, it's going to open up the run game. And at that point, any talented kids can come in there and find the holes. And I think the Chargers win this game.
There you go. And we'll finish with Washington at the Eagles. And the NFC East is I remember when it was the glory division.
Yeah.
It's just a mess.
I
this
wrote,
year.
who would believe that the Skins would have a better record than
The Eagles
at
were
this
supposed
point
to
this year.
dominate. Maybe it's the Super Bowl hangover. Maybe it's the loss of the coaches and coordinators, and maybe it's just regression on Wentz's part. I don't know. But they pulled it out against the Giants. They're alive in this division because nobody wants to take it. And if we're right about the Saints-Cowboys, the winner of this one's right there with them.
Yep.
So I am going to take the Eagles at home on a Monday night to play with pride, which they have not done so far this year, but enough to beat the team from Washington without Colt McCoy, God bless him. He's trying hard. Chase Daniels, these guys are playing as well as a backup should, but you can't expect him to go into this hostile crowd and beat the Eagles when they need this game badly.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think they're pretty evenly matched, on paper, defensively, statistically, offensively, statistically. But this is a game where the Eagles should be able to rise up and get out of these doldrums that they seem to be in. I mean, the win over the Giants was not impressive
Not impressive at all.
And, I think Washington has a little bit better balance than the Giants do.
Balance offensively or balance offense-defense?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I think it'd be a tougher win for the Eagles. And they struggled against the Giants, but I do think the Eagles take this at home. And muddle the NFC East even further.
As we've muddled electric football for this week. That's Stu Pace.
That's Steve Brown. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
God bless you.